And good morning, Joe Justice here, coming to you live on August 16th, 2023. Can you believe it? We are already at the end of summer. Man, oh man. School starts next week, and I don't know about you, but I am excited. I think the boys are going to love it. I think I'm going to love it. I'm ready for the regular routine, but I am going to miss summer. But that also means that fall is right around the corner. And, you know, fall's a great time of the year. To be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you here, I think fall's actually my favorite season. It's not until, because you got fall, and that feels good with the temperature cooling down and everything, and then you kind of get into that Christmas period, and all that's perfect. Then you get into the winter. I never look forward to that, but up until that part, I love it. I want to remind you that I am your home gym hustle hero. If you're looking for inspiration, motivation, or information to help you move forward in your health and fitness goals, I am here for you. Shoot me a message, drop me a comment, like, subscribe, send me an email, send me a text. Whatever it is that you need to help out, I'm happy to help you out in any way that I can. And be sure to check out homegymhustleheroes.com/join to join my group and get everything that you need every day to move forward and to reach your goals. Today, I wanted to talk about I've talked about in the past, this week I've been talking about the whole food diet and how much I really enjoy the whole food diet and how I really think that's kind of the secret sauce. There's all of these different kind of diets out there. You got the South Beach diet was big for a while, the Atkins diet. You've got the pescatarian diet, Mediterranean diet. You've got the vegan diet. You've got the vegetarian diet. You've got the carnivore diet. It's now a thing. The keto diet, the paleo diet, diet. All these different kinds of diets. Me, personally, I prefer a whole food diet, and that's just basically eating whole foods, not processed foods. And it's really just as simple as that. You're eating lots of fruits and vegetables. You're not eating a whole bunch of Basically, the way you want to look at a whole food diet is if it's in a box or a package, if it's in plastic, if it's something like that, then it's not whole food. What they've done is engineered all that stuff. So they've engineered the food. That's really all it comes down to. It's as simple as that. So, eating like oats is a lot better for you. Like steel cut oats is a lot better for you than eating white bread. It's as simple as that, right? But I'm not a big fan of grains in general. I prefer vegetables, basically meat and vegetables. And, again, we get into this thing. I say this all the time. People kind of have a hard time wrapping their heads around this, but chicken nuggets aren't meat, okay? So when people say, they eat a lot of meat or something like that, and they're talking about like baby back ribs, they're talking about, the kind of, like packaged meats, all the different types, they're talking bologna, salami, all that kind of stuff, especially the big stuff that's, the lunch meats that you get from the store, not like quality deli meats. They're talking about hot dogs. They're talking about that kind of stuff. When they say I'm a meat eater, that's what they're talking about, chicken nuggets. When I'm talking about meat, I'm talking about a steak. I'm talking about chicken thighs or chicken breast. I'm talking about turkey. I'm talking about pork chops. I'm not talking about these, a McRib, for example, is not meat, okay? It's like this thing that's made out of a form press patty. So anyways, I'm going to get off my soapbox on that. The big thing that people talk about a lot is how they fit the whole food diet into their routine, because that can be quite difficult. I do a lot of cooking. I like to cook and I like to prepare meals and stuff. One of my favorite meals that I do is kind of this like chicken Asian stir fry. It's got lots of vegetables. I use a little bit of rice, and I cook the rice. I cook it in its own pot. I use lots of vegetables. I kind of put those. So I cook the chicken in one skillet. I cook the vegetables in another skillet. I use a little bit of flavoring as far as soy sauce and some sesame seed oil, and that's basically it. So when I'm talking about whole foods, that's what, cabbage, carrots, things like that. They take a little while to cook. And then you got the rice, and then you've got the chicken. You kind of mix them all together, and then I add in a couple of eggs, but I cook the eggs separately, and then I mix it all together into a stir fry when it's all done. Now, that meal takes about an hour to put together. That's a complicated meal, and it takes a little bit of sophistication. It's a great meal. I really love it. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. But when people think about how am I going to fit a whole food diet into my routine, that's the kind of thing they're thinking of. It's like, I do not have an hour to fix every meal. I do not have an hour to cut up vegetables and to cook the vegetables separately and all that kind of stuff. So when someone like me talks about whole food diets, putting together whole food meals and stuff like that, that's what they're thinking of. They're thinking of like spending hours in the kitchen. And again, like I enjoy that kind of stuff, but I don't do it every day. Those are kind of rare meals that I do every now and then for the family, and that usually has some leftovers and everything. But that's what I want to address here today is, what do you do when you don't have that kind of time? What do you do? How do you do a whole food diet when you don't have hours in the kitchen? You're in a hurry. You've got basketball practice, you've got football practice, you've got some other kind of practice. Kids just get out of school. The easiest thing to do is just run through the drive-through. Or, what about breakfast? I don't have time to do anything. So, I'm just going to go to the donut store, and I'm just going to buy some donuts and be done with it. I'm going to go to Starbucks and just get the muffin and be done with it. I don't have time to sit and cook. I don't have time to whip up some eggs. I don't have time for that kind of stuff. Well, there's a few things you could do just to kind of give you kind of a broad picture of some stuff you can do. And I'll flesh this out a little bit more on Friday, I think, because there's a lot that goes into this topic. So it's a really cool topic. First and foremost, the most important thing to do is do some meal planning. And I know like right away that's going to get people like, nope, I'm out, I'm done. I'm not going to be doing any meal planning. All right, let me try to convince you. Just hear me out a little bit here. So first and foremost, when it comes to meal planning, let's start out simple. Okay, start out with one meal. Start out with dinner on Monday. Just see if you can plan that out, okay? And plan it out as a whole food meal. As something as simple as chicken breasts and broccoli. First of all, there's nothing healthier for you. And if you ever read any of those, like those books and stories, magazine articles and stuff like that on how these athletes and especially like actors go through these huge transformations, when they're getting ready for a role and they have some trainer and some cook come in, what do they always say? They get on chicken and broccoli. That's like basically all it comes down to. Chicken and broccoli, chicken and broccoli, chicken and broccoli. So chicken breasts, chicken thighs, anything like that, it's easy to cook. You don't need that much. There's a handful of sauces that you can make. You can look it up. It's so simple. But chicken breast, you can even just use a George Foreman grill. Get yourself some seasoning. Some of those flavored seasonings out there are great. There's all kinds of options out there. Or just salt and pepper is also good. Keep it simple. Put it together. The other thing that you can do is, cut it up into little like nugget-sized pieces and bake it. You bake it for 20 minutes. So you take a chicken breast or two or three, you cut them into nugget-sized pieces, and you bake it for 20 minutes at about 350 to 400 degrees, somewhere around in there. And, check the temperature and everything, make sure it's all done and good. And then you've got like little low-carb chicken nuggets. That was some broccoli. So just plan that out. Just make that your plan. On Monday, I'm going to have chicken nuggets. Low carb, not real, not the bag chicken nuggets, but like your homemade chicken nuggets, which is just chicken breast. So chicken and broccoli. Make that a plan. Set that in your schedule. And then once you get comfortable with that, look up some other recipes. There's so many options out there available for low carb recipes and for simple recipes. Keep your food simple. I'm telling you, find yourself some seasoning that you like. Try some different ones. Experiment with it. Get yourself some herbs. Make it a journey. Make it an experiment. Try some, look up some seasonings. Look up, low carb meals. Look up things like that. Keep it simple. Low carb hamburgers are super simple to make. You just take all of the hamburger stuff and you put it on a pile of lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, all that kind of stuff. You just put your burger on top of that instead of in a slice of bread. And then you've got low carb burgers. That's all there is to it. So look into some simple meals like that. Make it one meal a day or one meal a week. Just plan on Monday. And then once you get used to that, then make it two. Do Monday and Wednesday. And gradually, over time, add on to it and add on to it. And hey, you know what? If you get into a big rush and you can't make it, you need to swing through, drive through, not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Just get right back into it the next Monday, and you can do it. Oh, great. I hope that gets you started. We'll talk some more about this on Friday. If you have any questions, be sure to drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe. Go to my website, homegymhustleheroes.com/join to join my group, and let me know what you think. If you have any questions, shoot me a question, send me a message, and I will be happy to help you out. Hope you have a wonderful day today, and I will see you all again on Friday. Bye-bye for now.